Welcome back to the VST channel. Let's take here the Galaxy S24 Ultra, the Titanium Violet Edition. I still do have my SIM card inside the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, which is a magnificent device and a camera, and I'm starting slowly to test more and more the S24 Ultra. So most probably tomorrow I'm gonna put my SIM there and start really setting it up. And if you have seen the title of this video, well, yeah, this is all about some benchmarks. So guys, off camera, I did some benchmarks. I wanted to share the results with you, so bear one more with me, and let's start with, of course, yeah, that's the GeekBench. So I just did a test with the Ultra, 2186 on the single core score and 6710 on the multi-core score, which is actually not a bad result, and this will be the usual result I'll be getting with the S23 Ultra. So yeah, it's not so drastic. You can see some people suggested that maybe just changing the resolution from WQHD to FHD plus will get me 7000 here, but this is pretty much the reality. Now let's check AnTuTu, which is a bit of a strange bird here. 1,600,000 on my S24 Ultra and almost the same on the S23 Ultra here. And by the way, some people already noticed, see here guys, the GPU score almost 605k versus, yeah, even not 500k on the S24 Ultra. Now that's kind of weird, right? Like, something also I believe a bit of important is, like, usually when I'm doing this test, the S23 Ultra would heat up with more, like 8 Celsius, starting from 27 to 35. And here guys, because the phone was already heated, I guess we only gained 2 degrees, right? Overall, we lost 5% of battery here versus 7% of battery here. But let me show you something interesting. This here is Oppo Find X7 Ultra, and it also uses the Gen 3, and wow, you can just see the results are crazy. See what the GPU is doing, right? And all right, here the CPU is a bit better inside the S24 Ultra. We all know it uses the Gen 3, which is tuned for Galaxy, like slightly a higher clock out guess, but it's what it is. Now back to the S24 Ultra guys. The next test really amazed me because I already got some other people to test it, and it didn't really go so well, but the wildlife extreme stress test on my Ultra was very good, by the way, right? The best loop score, not ideal, I would say 2900, which was kind of weird because usually, right, we're gonna get like a higher best loop score. And I, by the way, did that test. If I go, you guys, and show you the results, if I'm doing an unlimited wildlife extreme test, right, the overall score is like 4000, right? But in the wildlife extreme stress test, I just have a feeling, because the phone already was heated up from some of the other tests, right, the best loop score was almost 3000 and the lowest loop score was 2000, resulting into the stability rating that you can see here. And the same test done on the S23 Ultra will give me this, a higher best loop score, almost 3700 versus a lower lowest loop score, and still stability rating is not so good because of these differences there. But this is all to say that these benchmarks, they all depend on so many things. Like, for example, see here guys, the temperature of the phone was from 34 to 44, and here it was from 34 to 40. So it seems that this baby, the Gen 3 or probably S24 Ultra with the 1.9 times bigger vapor chamber, might run a bit cooler compared to the Gen 2 in the S23 Ultra, like the predecessor phone. But we still need more time. Again, this is just some interim results, right? And I just wanted to see more of these things that's coming up. So also, this was a very interesting test when I put this phone outside, like all in minus temp. See, temperature only 10 to 21, of course, 100% stability. So temperature is really a very important factor, guys. And yeah, thank you so much for chiming in and looking at these videos, guys. Again, it's a very beautiful design. I like the violet color. It's a very interesting phone, by the way, so I will still continue and explore this phone, test it for you, and in the next days hopefully I'm going to be able to put down also the cameras versus each other. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.